you can't hide. Talking all that trash, it's got your tongue tied. We king in the window, we'll start till we're finished. You better be ready to throw down. Calling us nameless, I'm losing the papers, and we find our way cause we know how. You get it twisted, we doing our business, they're chanting our names and it's so loud. Better believe it, we can't be defeated, no way. We are the heroes, we're talking legend. Won't back down until our hands are to the heavens. Heroes, we're talking legends. Won't back down until our hands are to the heavens. Can't stop us when we go in. Kings and queens are folding. There's something in our touch, feel the rush. Yeah, we're golden, sending out a message. Leave them in the wreckage. Unbreakable, powerful forces not to mess with. We keep it a window, we'll fight till we're finished. You better be ready to throw down. Calling us famous, I'm losing the papers, and we find our way cause we know how. You get it twisted, we doing our business, they're chanting our names and it's so loud. Better believe it, we can't be defeated, no way. We are the heroes, we're talking legend. Won't back down until our hands are to the heavens. Heroes, we're talking legends. Won't back down until our hands are to the heavens. We are the heroes, we're talking legend. Won't back down until our hands are to the heavens. Heroes, we're talking legends. Won't back down until our hands are to the heavens.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. gonna send a flood, gonna drown a mind. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Welcome back. This is Alisha Quinn, and we are celebrating this day. It is April 6, 2025, and we are no longer celebrating the pagan holidays. Getting out of those mind traps. And today was a day for me. I'm celebrating from last year. I am sharing my journey for people to learn and grow. And my life is a gift to the world and my experiences for sure. And this is my purpose in sharing my journey and what I have learned and things like that. And if you have a problem with what I am sharing, you go take that up with God. I had a calling and I answered it. And so today is the day that the veil was lifted. And so um, I was involved with this young man in Nigeria, Ronald. We will do a quick review here. You can go and take a more in-depth look at my video from April 3rd, 2025, when I told Ronald to drop me and when he ghosted me. So, I went through this whole thing where I was prepared for this guy, that I had so many different little things that I had done through an evaluation, that I came to a point where found that he was a needle in a haystack. And then I got to a point where I was just like, this is just mathematically impossible, that I am not supposed to be with him or deal with him or something. I'm not sure here. And then I got confirmation where I was 100% sure that I was at least meant to deal with him. And all through March, we went through saying that I was ready to get this show on the road, brought it down to April 3rd, where I sent him a song that I heard in the store, The Tide is High. And he sent me a message back telling me he loved the song. Send him another message. I sent him another message taking him to filing a marriage visa green card thing that we were in an agreement over, and he ghosted me. And throughout all this time that I was involved with him, I would be looking at his pictures that he would send me, and I was really like listening to love songs. I was actually getting different brand new love songs through the music that I was listening to. I had come to really find in the summer of 2023, because I had taken this long break from listening to my music in 2020, when I found out all this crap with these Hollywood stars and stuff, that I stopped listening to my music. So in early 23, I got led back to actually listening to my music. But what actually happened was I started getting new music. And by the summer of 2023, I had actually found that my music and the songs I was getting was actually guiding me on my spiritual journey, that I would be going through something and then I would get a song. So while I was involved with Ronald, I was listening to music and getting these new love songs that I was really listening to. And then Ronald, he would send me some of his music as well, which I was also listening to his songs and music too. And so um, during these 3 days that from the time that he ghosted me, I was still sending him messages regularly, and telling him that I wasn't mad with him or anything like that. I just wanted to know what was going on and stuff. And I ended up coming to a point because during this time that I was with him, and one of the agreements that we had in the beginning of our relationship actually was that he was going to help me to heal from my past, from some of the things I went through, that he was a healing partner for me. So we were in that agreement. And so during this time with him, I was working on my inner work and my healing from my past and the things I went through with my former husband and things. And I came to a point with during these 3 days that I ended up sharing my deepest, darkest secret with him. But something happened because, he wasn't even checking the messages, and I deleted it. And I had shared a lot with him. I had given him my heart, and I shared my heart with him. And I had told him that my heart was fractured, bloodstained, and pieces so sharp. And I told him what kind of person I was, good and bad. I don't deal with lying very well. And if there's one thing you end up learning about me, that will be one big thing. I don't deal with lies very well at all. And so I deleted that deepest, darkest secret, and he wasn't even checking his messages. He stopped checking the messages I was sending him. And April 6th is actually Ronald's birthday. So today, Ronald is turning 25 years old. Happy birthday. And last year, he had informed me that he was going to a wedding on, before everything happened on April 3rd. Told me he was going to a wedding where he was going to be the best man. He was asked from somebody at his church to be the best man in this wedding. And we had talked about this and everything. And through, that we were looking at, getting married and stuff, that, I was like, well, maybe it's going to prepare you for something. But anyhow, we're going to take a short break here, and we are going to play one of the songs he sent me in honor of Ronald and his birthday today, because I hope and I wish for him nothing but the best and that he's living his fantasies.
Baby, life was good to me, but you just made it better. I love the way you stand by me through any kind of weather. I don't wanna run away, just wanna make your day. When you feel the world is on your shoulders, don't wanna make it worse, just wanna make us work. Baby, tell me I will do whatever. It feels like nobody ever knew me until you knew me. Feels like nobody ever loved me until you loved me. Feels like nobody ever touched me until you touched me. Baby, nobody until you. Baby, it just took took one hit of you, now I'm addicted. You never know what's missing till you get it, then you need it. I don't wanna run away, just wanna make your day. When you feel the world is on your shoulders, I don't wanna make it worse, just wanna make us work. Baby, tell me, I will do whatever. It feels like nobody ever knew me until you knew me. Feels like nobody ever loved me until you loved me. Feels like nobody ever touched me until you touched me. Baby, nobody, nobody until you. See, I was enough to know if I ever let you go, I would be no one. 'Cause I never thought I'd feel all the things you made me feel. Wasn't looking for someone. Until you. It feels like nobody ever knew me until you knew me. Feels like nobody ever loved me until you loved me. Feels like nobody ever touched me until you touched me. Baby, nobody, nobody. It feels like nobody ever knew me until you knew me. Feels like nobody ever loved me until you loved me. Feels like nobody ever touched me until you touched me. Baby, nobody, nobody. Nobody, nobody. Until you.
I do truly, truly wish the best for Ronald and his life and his journey, but it has nothing to do with me. And so, anyhow, through this time, I had actually prepared something for Ronald on his birthday. And I sent that to him through WhatsApp, but he wasn't even checking the messages. So I ended up sending it to him on the through an email because I had his email. And I sent him the message through the email. And we're going to read that message that I actually sent him. These were the vows that I had written to him, and we're going to read them. I have never met and been with a man like you. You chose me because you looked at my heart, and I chose you because of your heart. You have come from the other side of the world to be with me and my children. You are a needle in a haystack, and I am going to cherish you for as long as we're on this journey together in our lives. I promise to respect you for who you want to be and where you want to go. As long as we're going in the same direction, I'll be here making an amazing life with you together. I promise to keep the lines of communication open with you, even if I have to utilize other methods than speaking face to face. I will tell you what's on my heart daily. You are the sweetest, kindest, and most loving man I've ever been with, and there's no one else I want to spend the rest of my life with, making it the best of my life, making it our life. You are my friend first, then my partner, and now my husband. I'm rarely the one that is lucky that a man like you wanted me with all my experiences and all I have been through and all I have dealt with. You make me a better person by being you. You are the man I have been dreaming about all my life. I know I'm here to experience this journey with you and this time. It is our time to be together and the love we have for each other to unite us. You are the first thing on my mind and the last. Every day I'm going to ask, what can I do for you? What can I say to you? And what can I ask you? And then what can I do to love you today? I want an interesting and fun life with you. I promise to always love you. I'm excited about our lives together. You have my heart. Let's go to the next dimension. So that was the message I sent him. And he ended up sending me a message back from that saying that he couldn't figure me out. And that's when I seen it, that he wasn't looking at me. I was looking at him, but he wasn't looking at me. He was looking all else. It's the story of my life, actually. I had a man when I was a child doing things to me he shouldn't have. And I asked one thing from that man. I mean, he was already with my grandmother, you know, and but we had this little secret life and secret relationship going on. And I asked him not to touch my sister. Ultimately, in hindsight, by the time I asked that, he probably was already doing it. But he was doing it. He was messing with her. God only knows what else he was doing, you know, with other women. I mean, who knows what he was doing, really? But, you know, distractions come in many different ways. And so, you know, on this day, we had a dinner for my stepdad's birthday. And so I went to this dinner and I didn't, you know, I wasn't saying anything about what was going on anyways. And me and my family were at odds, especially my mom and my parents, really, even my stepdad, because of this relationship. And and really, you know, I had been changing anyways. And so during this dinner, I ended up you know, and it was him, it was for my stepdad, and so he had, you know, his family come in, my stepbrother's family and stuff. And so I kind of sat down with my kids at the other end of this table, and my stepdad's brother and wife showed up, and they sat down there with me. I actually was sitting down there also with my stepbrother's wife, and her and I were kind of talking, but then I kind of felt like I said something that she didn't necessarily agree with or something, and just kind of the conversation just kind of ended between her and I. And so um so anyways, my stepdad's brother showed up with his wife, and they sat down there with me. And you know, that we were talking and stuff, especially with his wife. And I ended up telling her something very interesting, and through my journey as well, and you know, coming down to a life and death situation where I had major surgery and healing from that and stuff, I kind of had come to this point of my life, and you know, that I was meant to be here for something, and that and things like that. So I had actually looked at somebody who I feel is here for the change of humanity. And I looked up this person and to see how old they were because they're not a young person. And I don't know, it said they were like 73 or something like that. And so I had come to this point where I was like, I could live to be 85. I really feel like, we have this power within our minds, and that um, when we think and feel a certain way, those things happen. And so I was like, I could live to be 85, you know, at this point. And so during this dinner, I shared with this woman how I was in a transformation. And she ended up sharing with me that her dad has gone through 5 transformations in his life and that he was 100 years old. And this was a point where I was like, I could live to be 120. I feel that we do have the power within our minds on those type of things, and not putting limiting beliefs on ourselves as well. And so I was like, this was when I was like, I could live to be 120. We have the power within us to heal ourselves and these type of things. That was proven to me during my recovery from my surgery. And so I decided I could live to be 120. I also decided at this point not to tell anybody about Ronald and what was going on with him. And as this veil lifted over, these days, that day and over the next couple days, one of the things that really came to be shown to me was, there was a lot of things being shown to me that God was showing me. And one of the things that came about was seeing the song that I had sent him, the tide is high song, that I hadn't really listened to the words. The tide is high, so I'm holding on. I'm going to be your number one. That all the girls want you, but the tide is high. And I came to this point where I was like, you know what? I am number one, because I have this way of truly making an impression on someone, because you might think that you got away with something, but in the end, you find out you did not get away with anything when it comes to me. And I did decide that I was number one. In fact, I decided that I am born in the month of January, the first month of the year. My name is Alisha, and it starts with the letter A, the first letter of the alphabet. And I am the firstborn, which is a very powerful position to hold. And so I decided that I was number one. 111. And another thing to know is that I don't do second chances. I just don't. I also came to see the power that Ronald had given me, and that on a spiritual level, that I had let him know some things very clearly. And one of those things that I told him was, if you don't agree with me, you let me know. And I don't know why God showed me certain things. Well, I think I kind of do know why, but um at the time it was just like I didn't even think about that, and I just seen how Ronald had just given me all this power, agreed to all kinds of things. And at the same time, I was also shown the power that I fought for with my former husband, Robert. See that when you don't disagree with something, you're in agreement by default. And I learned a lesson the hard way with my former husband when it comes to that. This spiritual thing that we are in, good and bad, it's an energy game. And when you are in agreements by actually agreeing or by not agreeing, well, when you are not agreeing or not disagreeing, you're in it by default. See, like one of the things that I have come up with is the transgender thing, that I decided that when a man or when a man who wants to become a woman, when he can have regular periods, and we're not talking like the easy way, we're talking like 26-day cycles, when they can make it where he can actually have a period consistently that's not an easy period, I'll agree that they can be a woman. But until then, you can take all the drugs you want and all that, but you're still a man at the end of the day, pretending to be a woman. And that's my agreement with that. And so I was also shown a problem that my former husband, Robert, had. It's a nice, good psychological game that we are truly in this game of life, in this spiritual battle that we are in. And I had also, really, came to this point, coming to where I really thought I had died. Seriously, I really thought I had died because, see, during this time, and especially like from my surgery, and really the from Memorial Day, or the day before Memorial Day in 2023, when I had denounced the church and the religion, that there was something within me that really unlocked inside of me. And I started seeing all these things and stuff. And I went through this journey to my surgery. And I was really working on healing. 2023 was my healing year. So I was really working on my inner work and my healing from the things I had gone through. And these things, I really came to see how religion and the church was a block. It was a spiritual block for me. And so then all of a sudden I start, I get the message about this relationship, and I start seeing all these things in my life. And so I really had been even working on my inner healing with Ronald, and, really working on me and stuff. And so I really had come to this point of, it was like this dark cloud was over me. And I really think that by coming down to that deep, dark secret that I had, that it was something I had to deal with, that and just coming, I just had this dark cloud when he gave me that he couldn't figure me out. And here I was looking at him, but he was only reflecting back to me who I was. That it just unveiled this dark cloud over me. And I really started seeing a whole lot of things in my life. I really seen why I had gone through some of the things I had gone through, which I will talk about at a later time. And so, um, one of the things that happened as well was I was getting these messages through my songs. It was just the right songs that came to me. And in fact, I got one song that I didn't pay attention to the first time that it popped up on my songs of, request, or that felt were fitting for me or whatever. On Spotify it will kind of give you songs, and there was one that popped up that I took, and it didn't pop up once, it popped up twice. And when that popped up a second time, I took real good notice of that song. That song was a familiar song for somebody. And we will talk about that at a later date, a later time. But I took very good notice of that song. And I also saw how Ronald was not doing his inner work and his healing. And I wanted to truly help him with that. I just had come out to really see this light of the world and me and who I am and things like that. And I wanted for him to be able to see that, to see more and really help him. And I was sending him messages to him about that I didn't care about being with him, but I wanted to help him to face himself and do his inner work and his healing. But he didn't want to do that. And in fact, he sent me a message saying he couldn't be in a relationship, and he did me a favor. He was doing me a favor. Well, I did end up crying some tears over him. I was heartbroken. I truly was. I had invested this time. I had, we were supposed to be manifesting this life together. He told me he was a powerful manifester. He told me that his options were closed. He told me that he wanted this thing, and he just dropped out on me. And not only that, it was very apparent that his options weren't closed, that he wasn't looking at me, that he was looking at many other things and other women too. And I really truly came to see that I didn't fall in love with him because he was just an illusion, but that I had actually fallen in love with myself. And I came to really see that. And I came to change that message around that I had sent him, those vows. And I made an oath to myself. It's my oath to myself. And I'm going to go ahead and read that now. Alisha, I have been with me all my life. I chose to take a good look at me, myself, and I. I know who I am and what I am here for. I chose me and I am me. I'm connected to myself with my heart, body, mind, and soul. I have come to reconnect with myself and my children. I fought a good battle and have come out to see the light. I am a needle in a haystack, and I am going to cherish myself for as long as I'm on this journey in my life. I'm never alone. I promise to respect myself for who I want to be and where I want to go. As long as I'm on this journey, I'll be here, making an amazing life together, me, myself, and I. I promise to keep the lines of communication open with me and utilize any methods than speaking to myself. I will tell myself what's on my heart daily. I am the sweetest, kindest, and most loving person, and there's no one else I want to spend the rest of my life with, making it the best of my life, making it our life. I am my friend first, then my partner, and my soul. I created my story with all my experiences and all I have been through and all I have dealt with. I chose and created. I'm a better person because of it. I am the one I have been dreaming about my whole life. I have felt my spirit with me since the beginning. I know I'm here to experience this journey at this time. It is our time to be together and the love I have for myself to unite us. I am united with myself and I trust myself and my intuition. I always stand by myself. I trust myself. I am the first thing on my mind and the last. Every day I'm going to ask, what can I do for me? What can I say to me? And what can I ask me? And then, what can I do to love me today? I want an interesting and fun life with me. I promise to always love myself and put no one else above me. I'm excited about my life. I have my heart. Let's go to the next level. And I did go through a period of time later on where I didn't read that message daily, but I did come back around to it. And it is something that I am reading daily to myself. And there was something else that came about where I just got this vision in my head. It was like the chess game. I've never really played chess, but I would know that a chess game is counter moves, moves and counter moves. And I had come down where I just seen this line that everyone was in their place except for one person. And that was my king. Yeah. And I declared something spiritually with him. And I did not care if I had to go into another lifetime to take care of it. But spiritually, I came about where I declared something against him spiritually. I also sent out some signs as well. I asked for some things. And we may find out later what those things were. So, what are my learning lessons? My learning lessons are words are powerful and agreements, even by not disagreeing. Another lesson I have is to pay attention to my life and my world, because I was being told that there was something going on by how I felt and also some of the messages that I was receiving, that there was something going on. And sometimes I just end up in the right where I am meant to be. There are just these triggers that I have discovered in my life and my journey. That is like everything's lined up and everything's prepared and it's time. And I have come to see that in my life and my journey quite a few times, that there are just these certain triggers that happen, that it's time to make the next move, it's time to go, it's time for something to happen. And when he sent me that message back, it truly was a trigger. And some people don't want to be helped or saved. And we have to let those people go, which is sometimes harder to do. But for us, we can't let others hold us back. And that's what I've truly come to learn. And truly coming to learning to love myself. Self-love is the ultimate spiritual journey. And I have come to love myself, the good and the bad, the errors that I've made and the learning lessons. And that sometimes we do have to go through something to learn something and to change. And so, this battle that we're in, what side are you going to take and be on? This world is on a brink. Those lines are being separated. People are being tested. And what side are you going to take? Good, light, truth, or evil, dark lies? It's truly within ourselves and facing ourselves of what side that we are going to be on. And be aware of being tested. And as this year goes on, I will share some of those tests that I went through. Becoming aware of my things that I came here to deal with and the things that I came here to overcome. And this is my purpose, showing myself and what I have learned and been through and have grown. because I know that it will help somebody, maybe even many. There's many, many layers to me. And so I am asking for spiritual, but also financial support for me serving my sole purpose here for the greater good of humanity. So I'm going to leave links in the bio for my um, um, PayPal and Cash App if you would like to donate to me. And I truly, truly will be grateful for that, to get that support so that I can move forward and be able to teach as many people as I can the things that God would have me to be teaching people, and being that spiritual leader, spiritual guide for some through the things that I have learned and overcome. And I receive positive energy with love and gratitude, and I send back blessings tenfold for you. And any negative energy, I return back to you tenfold. But many great things are coming my way this year. Big changes are happening. They truly are. This is a year of change. And giving up these holidays is a big change to help get out of those mind traps. And so the next podcast for this that I am going to do will be on April 28th. And I do plan on doing a review of my video that I sent out of 2020 and 2021, and sharing some thoughts and questions on those. And I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe, and donate if you can. And the links will be in the bio, my Facebook, Alisha Broman Quinn, and Our Greatness, a journey to making this world a better place. Our greatness. And our greatness begins within us. And I'm going to end this song with a great song. Might tell you a few things about me. Might even tell you what I declared against Ronald in that spiritual battle that we are on, the battlefield. And so this song is called Invincible. Enjoy your day and enjoy your life.
Ceiling is sinking, the floor's falling out. Breathing excessive, my ribcage is loud. Exits in neon, I don't see a door. Vision is caving, they ask me for more. Try not to be such a bore. You just started a war. Ashes the floor, 'cause I'm louder and hard to ignore. Shots by my eardrums, the sound has me blind. Didn't I tell you I'm one of a kind? watch me walk out of the door. I dare you to ask me for more. Try not to be such a bore. You just started a war.
No chains at our feet, like a fire we're burning free, blazing a trail, no roads. We're gonna follow that golden soul. Something is pulling us out to the edge. They tell us not to, but we take a stand. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Nobody's fool, nobody's fool. Yeah, we're playing like we can't lose. Born to be the outlaws, no stopping us, no stopping us, no stopping us. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Tear down, leave a mark. We're done hiding in the dark, like a riot inside. We lit the fuse, it's a matter of time. Something is pulling us out to the edge. They tell us not to, they always forget. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Nobody's fool, nobody's fool. Yeah, we're playing like we can't lose. Born to be the outlaws, no stopping us, no stopping us, no stopping us. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. We take control. We steal the show. We take control. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Yeah, we do just what we want to. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Nobody's fool, nobody's fool. Yeah, we're playing like we can't lose. Born to be the outlaws, no stopping us, no stopping us, no stopping us. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Nobody's fool, nobody's fool. Yeah, we're playing like we can't lose. Born to be the outlaws, no stopping us, no stopping us, no stopping us. We break the rules, we break the rules. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Yeah, we do just what we want to. Yeah, we do just what we want to.